Yeah, we got kicked the fuck out. I don't know what happened. What's happening? We got kicked off, man. I don't know what happened. There you go. Let's go.
Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, I think they reinstated those hour rules.
Thank you, my G. What'd you
I think
say?
I think they reinstated those hour rules on IG Live.
But I was
Yeah,
gonna
they
say, I
did.
think
All
it's
right.
the
Well,
out.
I think that's what's going on.
I'm gonna go grab it from my discarded videos
Yeah,
anyways
yeah.
and
I think
post it. So
I
yeah.
think that's what happened.
All right. So what we was talking about NBA power
Okay,
rankings. You said you had Cleveland, Boston.
I said Cleveland, Boston, Cleveland, Boston. I think OKC, Golden State, Houston Rockets, man.
Yeah,
Houston Rockets,
that's not a crazy take at
Houston
all.
Rockets. I knew that fifth was gonna get everybody. I knew he found his face on it. You said today. They changed tomorrow now. Hey, that's what it is.
All right.
Cam, you got
Who you got, Ken?
Celtics are one. I still don't have. I don't buy it. You saw what happened when they ran into them without Porzingis a couple days ago. So Celtics at one. Then you could put Cleveland at two. I'll put OKC at three. Golden State at four. Honestly, besides that, I think we pretty much aligned. I got the Rockets in fifth too. Rockets are playing great, man. They're a top offense and a top defense right now. Really,
Yeah,
really good.
I got a different
C4
list,
got the
or a
same list I
different
got.
order.
Only he put the Warriors in front of the Thunder. That's it. All right,
That's
for
what,
sure.
yeah. So I got Boston one, I got Cleveland two,
Okay.
got Golden State three, I got OKC four, and I got the Orlando Magic
They,
number
No,
five.
they was my
don't.
honor mention.
No,
They
you
was my
don't.
honor mention.
You don't have them five, bro. You don't have
Yes,
them
I
in fifth
do.
spot.
Yes,
No,
I
you don't.
do.
Don't you?
Yes, I
Why
do.
don't you?
No,
Why
you don't.
don't you? Why
Pablo's
don't
been
you?
playing amazing, bro.
Pablo is one of the
They're
best
good,
players in
bro.
the league, bro. He
Paulo
They're
never
good, bro.
gets.
Banchero,
They're good,
Yes,
bro.
he's
Pablo
hurt.
Banchero is one of
They're
the
good.
best. I know he's
He's
hurt right
hurt.
now, but he's one of the best
Strong.
players in the league, and they've been playing well without him.
They
Jalen
have, but
Suggs.
hey,
They're good, bro.
I just got a first hand look at them boys. They just came down to Intuit, baby. I just got a first hand look at them boys, and we had them boys strapped in. Okay, so no, okay. I've had to look at the Rockets twice to watch them smack us upside the head, and I've had to watch. I feel like we're like a nice little litmus test. I'm a Clipper fan, by the way, of how good is your offense
Which
because
shows how
defensively we've been very
twisted your
good.
head is when
What?
it comes to basketball.
How's my head twisted,
How are
bro?
you a
Because
Clippers?
you're a
Explain
Clipper
to me.
fan.
How are you a Clippers fan?
I still can't get
Do
over
me a
that.
favor.
You know why?
Explain to me how you're a Clippers fan. Explain to me. I never understand
Okay,
this.
look, my sister is 7 years older than me, and she was a die-hard
How
Laker
old are
fan.
you? By
So
how old are you?
I'm
If you don't mind
35.
me asking.
I'm 35.
You too old for this,
So
but okay, go ahead.
I was, well, no, this is called loyalty, sir. That's what this is
You
called.
too old for this.
So I was, until I was like 10, 11, I didn't have a team. I would just follow players. And then when I was like 10 or 11, I was like, I need to pick a team. I need to actually follow a team. I got teams and everything else. I wanted to stay in California. And at that time, you had Darius Miles, you had Q Rich. You know what I'm saying? They run, we got the knuckleheads running around. I'm like, you know what? I'll ride with the Clippers. I don't really care. I'll ride with the Clippers. And hey, I'm not just gonna drop out just because my team ain't good all the time. I
I
gotta
was
ride
about to
with my
say,
squad.
what happened when you got older, like you got older and you matured? Like you just decided to stay with the bad decisions?
Well,
Like
you gotta think about it, man. Like when I was in like my early mid 20s is right when Lob City started. Like it, you got
you
when
was
I
So
when I
listening.
became a Clipper
it has
fan, I
nothing to do with the
had
Lake. It has nothing to do with your hate for the Lakers.
I don't hate the
Okay.
Lakers.
So you was up
Kobe's
this
my
you
personal
was
favorite
riding
player
up
of
the
all time. I don't
Staples
hate the
Center.
Lakers.
You was riding up the Staples Center listening to Jay-Z Never Change.
Absolutely. If we stay
Just
strong,
really
we can
vibing
get
out to
money
it.
longer than Pippin's arms. Okay. Yeah, no, I never. I've like you got to think like I came in during the knuckleheads. They sucked for a bit. I get into high school. We get the Elton Brand playoff run.
My
2 years
niggas,
after that, I get Blake Griffin. I get Lob City. I've had some nice little moments to live
my
off
nigga
of.
Cam said I made a bad decision back in the day and I just stuck with
Exactly.
it. Fuck
Hey,
it.
you. Hey,
I'm
that's.
I
stuck with
believe
it.
it.
Hey, you know what
No,
that's called?
you know when I was gonna leave? If they didn't get rid of Sterling, I was like, I'm out. If they don't drop if Sterling,
So
they
I
don't
was
get
gonna start
Sterling out of
watching
here, I'm
basketball.
out.
If they
All
didn't
right, when
force
you
the team, I was gonna start watching basketball.
I feel that.
Real talk.
I feel that.
Um. So what I'm hearing is Cam took the Dame Dash route.
Hey, nah, don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that. I ain't hit up Lee Daniels for no money. You know what I'm saying? I got all my teeth. I don't hate Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate nobody. I love basketball. End of the day. So that's why Kobe's my favorite player ever. But I couldn't just switch sides. I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have it in me to do that.
I respect that.
I do
He's
Yeah.
your best.
respect that
I
because it's not
respect
about the
that.
Lakers. So
I
most
respect that.
Clipper
No,
fans are about the
I
Lakers.
don't hate the Lakers. I don't hate the Lakers at all.
All right, so,
You just made a bad
so
decision. That's all. You stuck with it. That's
all
all.
right,
Hey,
I feel you.
game
so,
is the
Ch-
game, bro.
I can
all right, so
respect that.
Charles Barkley made some comments
When hasn't he?
about Bronny James being and the Lakers' handling of him being awful. I gotta
Yeah.
get your thoughts on this. I got a lot to spill on this.
You want
Randall.
to go?
You can go first. I'll go. I'll wait.
It awful. I don't think it's awful at all. I don't think they handle it awful at all. I really don't. I think it's a gimmick. He's using the wrong words. It's a fucking gimmick. This
I
is a
think they're
gimmick.
handling it
I think
great.
they're handling it just like you handle a gimmick, like a clusterfuck. That's how they're handling
They're
it. Like
fumbling the gimmick.
hey, it is a clusterfuck of a situation. He won't travel. He because they stay at a courtyard, some shit like that. Like who the fuck is Bronny James? But when it's a gimmick, it doesn't really matter because it's all about the gimmick and appeasing LeBron James. They don't expect Bronny to actually play for them and be an impactful player in the future. They expect him to last for about a year and a half, and then peace out. That's what's gonna happen. So,
I think
hey,
it's horrible for Bronny.
why? He's not an NBA player. He'll never be an NBA player.
You don't
I said it.
know that he couldn't have been an
He's not a
NBA player if they didn't do
but
him like
can't.
this.
I hope. I do hoop. I coach high school basketball for 20 years. Bronny's not a good basketball player for the pro level. I've coached pros. I've been around a lot of pros. I know some of the pros that are in the league now. He's not a pro.
But bro, if Marshawn isn't guaranteed to score from the two, you can't tell me that
No,
this
no, no,
young man could not have been a pro.
because those players. Because you know why I say? Because those players on the Patriots have talent.
Malcolm Butler ain't even in the league no more.
He played for like 8 years, which is like twice the
And he
amount of time
played
he played.
terribly after he left there. Sometimes
Listen,
you got to be in the right
those guys
system.
have talent. Bronny just doesn't have the talent to play. He needs time. My ass. He had time. At what point? At what point do we get it? Either the talent
Bro,
or you're
his
not.
first year, his first college year, he had his major heart condition. We can't act like he just
Yeah.
went straight to college,
Respectfully,
given all the time in the world.
and I
like,
say this respectfully to the James family because, hey, salute to LeBron James for handling his family the way he is. Off the court, he's A1. But let me explain something to you. Yes, he had a heart condition, but he still played. He played on a very, very bad team, and he couldn't average 5 points a game in college. What makes you think he's a pro?
I mean, why do you think scoring points is overrated for a player of his
He's
ilk? You know what I mean?
never,
Like
his
maybe,
ilk. He's
yeah.
never averaged 12
He's got
points
to
a
be
game,
Pat
not even in high
Bev.
school.
He's got to be Pat Bev,
His-
bro. He's got to be a good
No,
defensive small
no.
guard, spark
Look,
plug kind of
look,
guy.
here's the difference.
His
Here's the
jumper
difference.
looks
Here's
good at
the
least if he
difference,
just
Cam.
keep working on
Here's
it.
the difference. Because I hate, and Troy will tell you, Pat Bev's my all-time favorite hated player. I don't like him. But Pat Bev averaged 30 in high school, my guy.
Yeah, he did.
He averaged
Yeah,
30
he did.
something in high school.
And he was a
He
dog
did.
in college too.
Pat,
He
Yeah,
was
he
a
was
dog
nice
in
in
Pat's the
college,
college.
best,
yeah.
Pat's the best
Yeah.
offensive player in the NBA to those 400 guys. But to the rest of the
Yeah.
world, Pat will kick everybody's ass.
Hey, Pat
He
is a
is
legend.
in
Back.
Israel right now.
He's overseas killing you.
Hey, where Pat come from,
Whoa.
whatever city that is, he's a
For
legend
sure.
in that city.
He's
Absolutely.
Bronny
killing you.
is not a
Nah, Pat
legend
was.
anywhere.
He a
Bronny
legend.
James, do you know
Where'd he
Bronny
go?
James averaged 14 points a game?
Sierra
Hold on.
King?
You know he
Bronny's
averaged
not gonna
14
get
points a
his
game?
jersey retired at Sierra, whatever, Sierra Canyon.
The South Bay Lakers might.
retired his at Great Chelsea Middle School, nigga.
Look, bro, let me have hope for the little nigga. Damn.
No,
That's
because it ain't about hope anymore. Once you become a pro, I evaluate you next to pros. He's a
Okay.
pro now. He's getting a chance
Yeah.
to play basketball. There's no more, well, he's gonna come alone. I see his talent. He just doesn't have it. He's not a very good basketball player for the pro level. Period.
I can see, bro, going overseas for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Meeting his
He's a
Ivanka.
6'2" shooting guard who can't create a shot and can't shoot.
First of all, he's not 6'2". He's like 6'1". Second of all,
He can't handle.
He's got
He can't
defensive
handle.
chops.
He can't
He's got
create his own
defensive
shot.
chops.
Hold on. They say he's a good defensive player, but he's not really that good defensive player. Because when you look at it, he struggles against anyone with quickness or too much size. So the only person he can guard are guys just like him. That's not a good defensive player.
My brother, you seem easily upset about this.
No,
I just want
because no. Well, I'm not upset. I'm just saying we're talking hoop. If we're gonna talk hoop, let's talk hoop. Let's not talk hoop dreams.
yeah. Oh, I wholeheartedly think he could be like some 10th man in the league for somebody if they
Come
actually
on,
gave him the
C4.
Come on. Hey,
benefit.
C4. C4.
Go
C4.
for it.
Hey, respectfully, I got somebody else.
That's not fair. We ain't got no hype for that.
Yeah,
I know we're in
like,
Lace
just
What the hell we going to? I know I'm the low man, but come on, bro.
Hey,
I think it's C4 said,
He's trying to catch a
Goldberg and
poster.
Wembenyama versus
yeah. Chris Paul, and somebody. I know.
Chris
Get
Paul
out
and
of here,
Bam
bro.
Bam. Let's
Yeah, come
go.
on, bro. Oh, because I'm fighting somebody.
Hey,
For sure,
hey,
we'll start fighting.
we started talking in twos. You know, I'm going to get Jonathan.
Yo,
I'm going
come
to get a
on,
10-year pro.
Yeah,
man.
I'm going to get a 10-year pro. That's what I'm
You
gonna do.
better. You better, because
I'm gonna get a 10-year pro. And guess what?
Yo,
I'm not
get somebody who can let me carry the water, bro. I'm out of shape. I ain't about
Cam,
to.
the guy I'm getting, I'm not gonna shoot the ball. He gonna do all the scoring.
Hey, good to know. I got pom poms. I'm right here for it, bro.
all right.
That
So
was
I'm hand checking all day.
what y'all think this this LeBron James social media break shit is all about?
Cam, you want
He's
Bronny?
dramatic.
It's about Bronny.
He's dramatic, bro. So he'll be back in a couple weeks. I love how people are like, dang, like Dot dropped just to test his will, just to see if he went there on social media and not post himself rapping lyrics wrong in 2 days.
It's about
Yeah,
Bronny. He's embarrassed about
it's
Bronny.
100%.
He doesn't
He's
want the
talking too
backlash
much
of
about
Bronny.
Ronnie.
He doesn't want the backlash of Bronny. So he's like,
Ronnie already better than some of these dudes we see every.
he's doing what Drake should do. Leave.
Don't do that. Don't do that to LeBron James. That man is too good at what he does right now.
No, but when it comes to having to answer for Bronny, he's doing what he should do. I'm not even gonna deal with it.
So you don't have. I honestly do feel bad for Bronny because bro just want to hoop. Like he didn't ask for none of this. You know what I mean? So I just want to see him in a situation where he can at least try to get better at hooping.
Why? No.
Why?
He has an $8 million contract.
That don't mean he don't actually hoop.
You earn what you get in sports. We don't give you opportunities. You take.
That's why I said I want to see him go down to South Bay and work on his game. Try to get better.
Cam, I'm gonna say something to you, and you might not like this.
Jesus Christ.
Cam, I'm gonna say this because Charlie was heard me say this before. Bronny's the worst player in the players union, and when I say players union, the G League, they sign contracts and they're under the players union. He's the worst player by far in the players union. He's down there getting his ass handed to him.
Is he? I ain't watching the South Bay games. I haven't even looked at the
2
stats.
for 12. And they talk about looking at his highlights. Shit, he shot 12 times.
But how did he hustle though? What was his hustle like?
That's the problem. His
Is he
hustle is
trying?
terrible.
Not even where it needs to be.
He's not hustling. He's not trying.
No.
Well, look, bro. Hey, look. I just wanted the nigga to try to get a shot in the league. I want to root for anybody trying to get a shot in the league if he actually cares and
He's
loves the game.
taking a position from someone who deserves that.
Time out. That's what I hate hearing. Who?
It's the truth. It's the truth.
What second rounder is lighting the league up right now?
That's not the point. You have second rounders who come. Gilbert Arenas was a second rounder. I just want you to mind. Tony Parker was a second rounder. I just want to remind you that. Milano Ginobili was a second rounder. I want to remind you. So was
we
have Hall of Fame. You have Hall of Fame players that were second rounders. So let's stop this notion.
But let me ask you a question. You think not getting drafted in the second round would have stopped them? There's always some second round pick
but my point is this:
nothing but athleticism that don't go nowhere.
Because
if you really
I'm
got it,
I'm about to go to the black card, and I've had this conversation with Charlie.
Okay.
When it comes to this, he's taking a spot from what's more than likely some poor black kid that probably is a lot better than him. Brian didn't need this opportunity. He can go be a CEO or a Mavs assistant and make $500,000-$600,000 a year. He doesn't need this. They're taking opportunity for someone who's dedicated their whole life and bust their ass and grind. You don't understand. If you've never been around a real hooper, a real pro, and understand how they work from such a young age, they give up their entire life to do this. And then Bronny comes in and goes, okay, we're going to give him this spot, which is cool if he's performing. But if he's not performing, he doesn't deserve that spot. I'm not comparing him to high school kids anymore. He has an $8 million contract, meaning I'm going to judge him like an $8 million players. There are players in the league right now that don't have $8 million who will bust Bronny's ass.
Okay.
That's
But he
why
was a second round pick though.
That's why I compare him to pros. He's a pro now.
But he was a second round pick though, bro.
Bronny would struggle because they have an A league and a B league overseas in most seasons.
Yeah,
he would
I know.
he would be a solid B league player overseas. In the A league, they'll bust his ass. He go to Spain and play in the A league, they'll bust his ass because those guys can really hoop.
The reason why people have empathy for him is because
I
it's
don't know about
LeBron's son. Nobody, if he wasn't LeBron's son, we wouldn't even be talking about this.
I would be
Fact.
rooting for a
he
kid
would
with
be
a heart
working a
condition.
job.
I'll be rooting for a kid with a heart condition that did that.
I mean,
like,
for sure.
Who's the boy at where's he at PV? Who's the kid at was it Austin P? The kid with the one arm?
Yeah.
Dude, nice. Of course, if he's hey, somebody try to bring him in the league, I want to see if he can get better and get better.
Look.
I don't believe that this 1 second round slot just butterfly affects some nigga named Taekwon that couldn't just go to fucking Europe himself. If he was really that nice, he'll go to Europe. I know some overseas hoopers who went and got that bag. And if the G League call, they coming over. I don't think that Bronny was the butterfly effect for black nepotism.
I put it in rap terms. I put it in rap terms for you.
Okay. You can't.
There's only,
by the way, but go ahead.
There's only 400 spots for the rap community, right? There's only 430 spots for the rap community. So we have 430 spots for the rap community. We take and then we have another additional 100 spots in the G League, right? So there's 500 spots total. But then you got this dude who's really nice, who should have this spot, who should get a shot at rapping in front of executives to maybe change his family life.
Okay.
But we're going to give it to this other kid because his dad.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Come
already,
on, Cam.
That happens all the time. Already.
We've seen situations.
But it happens all the time already.
It does.
Yeah, you know what's
That doesn't make it right.
But I don't like comparing those two things. I'm not one of those compare rappers to hoopers things because
you should have.
You really got it. If you really got it in hooping, musically,
you should have got Diggy
hitting my
Simmons
target.
deal.
Whoa, no. Because if like rapping is just about finding your audience. Music is about finding your audience in this day and age, and find your audience. Whether you find the means to find that audience, now you have a phone, you can make a video, you can do some viral stuff, whatever. As long as you ain't an idiot out in the street, you better find a way to just keep hooping. Because eventually somebody who needs talent is going to find you hooping well. Ask Steve Francis. I will find you if you really out here hooping like that.
I've seen kids, not only that I coached, but I've been around kids.
No.
Shut
up, nigga.
No. I've seen. He's stupid. I saw that. He's stupid. I've seen kids wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and get to the gym. After school, have a basketball practice, and then don't leave that gym until 1 o'clock in the morning, and do that from like the 9th grade. But before that, was spending when everybody else was playing PlayStation and stuff, was going to trainers. I've seen that. I understand the grind that it takes to be good. Respectfully to Bronny James, the All-American was a joke at 14 points a game, and quite frankly, with his skill set, he didn't belong in a Power 5 school. And that's just respectfully. But I understand that it goes that way sometimes. But now that he has the money, I'm going to evaluate him to other pros. He would struggle if he went to Spain. So what does that tell you? He's not a good basketball player on the pro level. Yeah, he'll kick my old ass, but I'm 42.
I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that. That would be a dumb comparison. Well, you can't beat him?
I'm not comparing him to guys at 24 Hour Fitness. I'm comparing him to pros.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from completely. I just feel like I want to at least see him at least try to get better before I completely write off his whole standing as a player.
The kid is 19 years old. How many? He's had it. He's had plenty of time to get better, my guy.
He's 19 years old,
He's
man.
19.
Imagine if they wrote off Steph before his first contract was up. Imagine if they was like, all right, we'll just send him to Milwaukee.
I mean, dog, look, he's 19 years old.
Like, you just don't know.
Years old, and it's like every resource that's ever been known to man.
Hey,
what are we talking about here?
I don't know if you remember.
Just saying,
I don't know if you remember Steph in college.
Of course I do. But do you remember Steph's first few years in the league?
Steph was out there, but he had ankle problems. It wasn't
couldn't stay healthy.
It
But that's the
wasn't.
problem. If you
It
can't
wasn't
stay, but
talent.
what's the best ability?
It,
What's the best
hold on, hold
ability?
on. It's one thing if you don't have talent. It's
What's the
another thing
best
if you can't stay open.
ability? What's the best ability?
Availability.
Availability. If you ain't healthy, it don't matter how good you are.
When Steph
Ask
played, he
T
balled.
Mac, ask
But
Penny,
when
it
he,
No,
don't
yeah,
matter.
but them
but
30
when he
games he
played, he
played, he
balled.
balled.
When he played, he balled
Look,
though.
they could have very
And what
easily
I'm
said
not
we
gonna
send him
do
to
is allow
Milwaukee.
you to compare Steph Curry to
We're
Bronny
not
James.
gonna do.
That's what we're
Okay.
not gonna
We're
do
not
on
I
not
here.
just
now.
had to
Let's
watch
not
him
We
do it.
are
compare
not.
Bronny James to my rap life.
We
Okay,
Not compare me.
rap
Don't
way
cannot.
better than that nigga who.
We
So
cannot do that.
exactly that exactly. So
I rap
You
imagine
know what?
way better than
You
that
know
nigga
what's
who.
crazy? You know what's crazy, Cam, talking like this? Because
What's
you know how many times in the rap world me and Cam have been in the same building and I've
that?
seen certain niggas get on stages and rap that bullshit.
and he looked at him
Me
like
and
what?
Cam, me and Cam both know no matter how much this motherfucker
Yeah,
practices, he's not gonna be good. We know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But then we look at Ronnie, and it's because of the tie to his father that we give him so much grace. But if you
I'm not
looked at
saying
it,
he doesn't suck now. I just said, who's to say he can't be a 10th man somewhere after a couple more years? I don't know.
a
That's all I'm
tenth
saying.
man, that's crazy.
No, I
If your
literally
ceiling is
said
a
10th
tenth,
man.
if
And
I
your
said a 10th
ceiling
man
is a tenth
because
man
he's
at
short.
19,
He's short. He's
C4
little.
said, I got way better in my 20s. That is true,
You
C4, but
mean rapping or hooping?
you still need pro talent. You still need pro talent. You still need pro talent on that basketball floor. If you don't got pro talent, you ain't got pro talent. Look, most talent is God given when it comes to pros. Let's
Yeah,
just
no,
call it what it
absolutely.
is. It's God
Yeah,
given.
absolutely,
His
100%. But that's
daddy,
why I.
his daddy is 6'9", 265, and runs a 4.4 flat. He's put on this earth to play sports. Nothing else.
Well,
And God said, go
let me
play
put it like
sports.
this though. And now when Bryce get in the league, then you could talk to me about this being out of
Bryce is not
control.
Bryce is better than Bronny. Yes. Bryce is
now,
better than Bronny. At least
Okay,
he's tall. At
he's
least he's tall.
at least he's tall.
At least he's
Okay,
tall.
Bryce is trash.
Bryce.
Bryce is trash.
Have you seen Bryce in person?
No, I ain't watched Bryce in person. I don't go to high
Nigga,
school games in person.
see, I've seen both of them in person in high school. Bryce,
Okay,
Bryce, Bryce is a better prospect because he can grow into his body. You know what I'm saying? Bryce has a nice stroke on him, pause, so he can shoot the ball a little bit, and he's lanky and he's tall, and he's athletic enough where he can grow into that body and be that D3 guy they call. You know what I'm saying?
3 and D.
Is he a pro?
Yeah.
Is he a pro? Probably overseas somewhere. But Bronny, to me, at this point, Bronny's not a pro overseas.
I still don't buy that
I
part.
can't see it.
But
He going to
I don't
I
think
don't buy
Austria?
that
Bronny.
part.
He
I don't
gonna
think
play in
Bronny's
Austria?
killing in the Euro League. I don't think he's killing in the Euro
Bro,
League
I
at
don't think
all.
he's killing.
Jonathan Levy,
I don't think
Jonathan
he's
Levy
just
played
on
in
the bottom
Austria.
of the bench either.
Look, Jonathan Levy played in Austria. At this age, at 20 years old, Jonathan Levy would have bust Bronny James' ass. Pause.
100%. I know. I remember. Yeah, I remember him at that point.
I
Yes,
can't believe
absolutely.
I'm being just victimized for having faith in a young black man in America.
There's other black men. There's other black men in America that I can root
I
for.
said, I was like, yo, look, give him a couple years in the G League, see what happens. See, yo,
You
okay,
want
all right, big
you want a
dog.
All right,
career? You
next
want a
subject.
yes,
Next
sir.
subject. Biggie's fighting for bail for the third time. You think he should get bail?
No, next subject. No, next subject.
Hey, as soon as I said Diddy, their eyes got big. Hey,
Absolutely
what
not.
are
Next subject.
y'all, what are y'all niggas signed the bad boy or something? What the
We are
fuck is
live.
going on?
We are live, and you can edit
I ain't
later.
want to get no cheesecakes for nobody, but I don't care. Keep him in the pen.
Cam trying to be in the new making the band? What's
I get
going on?
the
No,
real.
I'm so glad that even back in the day when my friends were like, "Would you sign the bad boy?" I was like, "Nah," because I don't like the way he did business with some of his artists. Little did I know that was just the tip of the iceberg. But I would always say no, I didn't want to sign there.
All right. So,
Yeah.
all right, y'all want to talk about Puff. All right, we will talk about Puff. So, we're going to go to curveballs. Pause. Um, I found an article that was talking about AI technology in reference to sports. And it brought up how AI technology eventually could, that's crazy. See,
Yeah,
that's so
Cam said
pause.
it.
That's
You didn't catch
crazy.
it. I caught it. I
That's
caught it.
crazy. Pause. That's so
I
crazy.
Shit like
caught it.
that. Shit like that.
I caught it. I was like,
I couldn't even. That's crazy,
I
bro.
was trying to get
Anyways,
us to the next topic,
this
C4. My bad.
this guy, man, that's crazy. All right, so the question is, if AI technology could provide 100% accurate officiating, would you do away with human referees?
Followed by curveballs. All right, relax.
Pause. Like,
Relax.
what are we doing
Oh,
He
here?
said he
relax.
paused that though, C4. He
Relax.
did pause that.
Yeah,
We
He
paused
paused
it.
that.
yeah,
Relax.
yeah.
You want me to answer? No, I don't think it should completely erase it. There's a human element in sports, and my team just got screwed because of it. Alabama it was a huge call that was just completely wrong, and it happens. But in my experience, referees have never really beat a team. If you lose to a team you're not supposed to, you should be in that position. There's a human element into it, and I don't need everything perfect in sports. Sports is not supposed to be perfect. There's a beauty in the imperfect nature of sports. There is a beauty in it.
There's just certain things that AI probably can't account for. And I don't know how they plan to distribute cameras, like especially in something like football that's so bang bang and just so many minute details of holding and jersey grabbing and things of that
Yeah.
nature. Let alone in basketball, different types of reaches, grabs, hooking. You know what I mean? I don't know if AI. I feel like the only sport that AI can really possibly replace is they're already trying to start trying to do this in baseball, which is robot umpires. I feel like just mark the zone. You know where the zone is relative to the person at bat. Guide the zone. Let it know when it's a ball and a strike. That's about as close as I feel like any type of artificial intelligence can get to refereeing or managing the ins and outs of something like that in sports.
Yeah, I think that the problem with the preface is the 100%, right? Like, I don't understand why I would need to replace them. I think that they should work in conjunction.
Yes.
I think that accurate officiating is ultimately what we want to get to. I guess I disagree with Randall a tiny bit. I do think the game should be perfectly officiated or as close to perfectly officiated as we can, because obviously the fans are invested, the betting world is invested, and sometimes these calls can sway these markets, should we say. And so the goal is absolutely to get to perfection, even though we may not ever be able to get 100% there. So I would like to see a system where they work in conjunction, where you have human refs that are on the field, because refs don't just manage calls. Refs manage temperament between players. Refs manage communication with the coach. Refs manage a lot of different aspects of the game. So I would love to still see refs on the field making calls. However, maybe their calls are somehow backstopped by this AI. Or maybe if there's a challenge or something, this AI is what determines that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that one has to cancel or replace the other.
Yeah. No, I'm with the AI element of it. I just like, to me, there's a human element in certain, it's situational. Like, I'll go to basketball. There's situational basketball that you can't replace the AI because it's field, right? If a
Right.
guy gets a breakaway and the guy like bumps him, you as a player and as a coach, you don't want that foul because he's going to go score. AI may go, it's a foul because by the rule, it's a foul, right? But there's certain times that at the end of the game, referees tend to swallow their whistle, pause. But they take it, look, you got to earn it. AI, if you go all perfect, it goes, well, it's a foul. A foul's a foul.
Yeah,
It is, but
but not always.
not always. There's a human element to say, we're going to see if you got the cojones to make this shot and not get bailed out because you
LeBron
got
James would shoot 30 free throws a game right now.
no, he wouldn't, because he would travel so much. They would call travel on him too. Think about that.
Hey, he wouldn't be the only one. Giannis would be out of here too.
1,000%.
Giannis would lead the league in
I
turnovers.
just wish they would.
Giannis would have 5 travel penalties a game.
Holding happens
First
on
half,
every football play. Holding is
every
every
play,
football play. Every
every
play. Defense and offense, they're holding. They're taught
every.
how to hold inside so you don't
Mhm.
get caught. In basketball, you're taught how to hold away from the referee when the ball's away from you. You're taught how to do certain things anyway. So if you start regulating it with AI, then the slippery slope, man. Slippery
Yeah,
slope.
that's why I said
Yeah, that's why
baseball
I
is the
said you
only
got to
game where
figure out
it's
a
like
system.
wide open enough for that.
Yeah,
Because it's like,
for
hey,
sure.
ball strike, play at the plate. who touched the plate first, like stuff like that.
Give me
Like
the
it's easier
reviews.
to regulate that.
Give me the reviews. Give it to me faster. Have somebody else look at it. I don't need the guys on the field going to look at it. Give it to the guy in New York who sees it and says it's safe.
And
And then
Secaucus.
he can trigger it to his ear and says it's a safe play. We're gonna overturn this.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Do the replays.
I'm with you though, because as somebody who
Yeah,
hits
but the
people a lot on the basketball
replays
court,
give some entertainment value
It
because of the
does.
suspension.
Because you had the
So
whole crowd
yeah,
going,
yeah, exactly. Same with like
hmm
challenges in the NBA and the NFL. That time where they run over and look at the play from 40 different angles
everybody's
and
selling
shit.
it. Everybody's trying to sell it.
hmm
Absolutely. At that
yeah,
point, it creates
looking up at the
conversation
monitor.
in the stadium. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's a ref all of a
all right.
sudden.
Yeah, everybody's a
Everybody's
ref.
like
Everybody
this.
got the rule book. Yeah, look at that. Look at the
Yeah,
monitor.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, at some point, they gotta work together though. I don't think taking out the human element makes sense.
Absolutely. You can always get better.
So second curveball, should sports organizations be obligated to pay for lifelong health care for athletes to sustain injuries during their careers?
You want me to go? Or you got it? Not not for current players, but for older players who played before them. I think they should. These current players, we'll give examples like NBA, where everybody's tending to make $20 million a year, and every player in the NBA pretty soon is going to be $100 million player. You can handle your own health care at that point. But the older guys, I think Magic Johnson should be on lifetime health care. Yes, he's still alive. He gave his body to Michael Jordan. He
Did
gave
he
his body.
sustain his injuries during
I was
his
about to say,
playing
I don't know if
career?
Magic's injuries was on the court. I don't know if
Y'all,
that's
y'all,
kind of
y'all,
healthcare he
y'all,
wanted.
y'all are out of line. Y'all gotta relax.
Magic don't play,
Y'all
brother.
gotta
Yo,
relax. Y'all gotta
hey yo,
relax.
Michael
Gotta
Jordan's eyes ain't the color of Hennessy from all his hard fouls in the Jordan
relax.
rules, okay?
Yeah. Y'all gotta relax, man. I'm talking about his knees. I ain't talking about his blood. I'm talking about his knees. I'm talking about his knees. Magic still walks with a limp. I don't know if you see Magic walk. He's still like, I think that stuff you take.
He should be glad he's still walking. Period.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta
He's thanking the Lord. All he got is a limp.
You gotta relax.
Yo.
You were out of line. Look, Kim, are you in LA? Are you in Southern California right now?
I'm in Southern
Hey,
California.
you better
yeah.
relax. You know this Magic City. You better leave that alone. You might not
Hey,
go to work.
Magic's right up there with the ghosts. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, the only L he took was not.
We don't talk about those things with Magic Johnson. We leave those things alone. Okay.
I actually agree with you. I agree with you though. I think for the older players that didn't have the same medical luxuries that these players have now, especially in football,
Yeah.
when if you were playing in the jacked up era of the NFL where they made highlights out of your arms locking up after you got hit, you deserve lifetime medical
Yeah.
coverage. Okay, like if you fighting in boxing or MMA, like stuff like that, and these they're making millions and millions, billions of dollars in some cases. Y'all should get some type of help.
And they can do it because NFL have their own medical. NFL and NBA, they all have their medical teams anyway, so you can handle it within the league.
I wouldn't want the NFL's medical team, but I would definitely want some type of coverage. You know what I'm saying? Moving
Yeah,
He
forward.
got
I think
financial aids. C4, hey, cut him off. Cut him off. Cut him off. Cut him off.
you, this guy, you.
Yo, I'm unfriending him. Hey,
This man is
unfriend.
Will off the bench tonight.
You.
Yo,
I think that they should, but only for contact sports. I
Okay.
feel like football, hockey,
boxing, baseball.
MMA, boxing. I think where the sports where you could sustain significant like
Mhm.
structural damage or significant brain damage, I think those are the sports where they should provide it, and primarily the NFL. Just because of all the, recent things that have come out in the last 10 years, CTE and all these other, brain, I guess you could say ailments that are a result of fucking smacking your head against people. And clearly they've changed the rules, because it was affecting, people's long-term health. So I think for those sports, yes. I don't know if the guys in the NBA need that. I don't know if the guys in the MLS need that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Actually, they actually get a lot of concussions in
Yeah,
soccer and
yeah,
football.
you
They
do.
actually do.
okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't watch a lot of soccer or football. But yeah, I think whatever sports where you can sustain significant brain injuries, that's where they should do it.
I don't want to see Jason Tatum, who's probably going to make about $800 million for his career,
No,
just in the NBA saying, "Well, what about medical?"
no.
No, bro,
Yeah,
go
no,
buy yourself Blue
that's
Cross.
different.
Go
That,
buy
And
that's
yourself Blue
Magic
different.
is
Cross.
damn near a billionaire. That nigga don't need it neither.
Who?
Magic.
Mm.
No, but his billion came because of other things, not the league. I think that I think there's a cutoff, and I don't know that cutoff because I haven't thought about it that much. But there's a cutoff where it's like, okay, these guys were making this much money proportion to where the league's grown. That era should get it regardless because yes, Magic's damn near a billionaire, but his billions came not due to the NBA. It came because he became a good businessman
Yeah,
afterwards.
he should opt out. He don't need it.
But like, what if you?
Yeah, okay,
Okay, what
cool.
about
Say
this?
that. All
Like,
I
right,
mean,
I'm
like
with that.
Michael
what if?
Jordan. Michael Jordan don't need that shit.
$3
You know what I'm
billion.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles
What if?
Oakley might need it.
What if
Yes.
like? What if you get like when you do these big new TV deals, just like a portion of that TV deal, maybe put it towards. Say they be getting caked out for these TV deals. Maybe just say like a portion that'll go to some type of like fund for retired players to get medical coverage. 'Cause they get caked out for these deals in the NBA and the
In
NFL.
about 10 years, we're about
NFL.
to have guys in the NBA going to be making $100 million a year
Not,
in about 7 years.
not the way these teams. I don't because the ratings keep dropping. I don't know if they're gonna get another
Brother,
TV deal like the one they got
brother,
now.
Steph
I don't know.
Curry's making $62 million for this year.
I agree, but who's the next Steph? Like I think that's one of the problems they got
Victor
right now is finding the next
Wembanyama
star.
is going to make $100 million.
I hope so. I truly do. I'm concerned about the health of the TV watching because everybody's doing it on
Well,
social media.
well,
Like NBA runs social media, but they don't run actual viewership.
well, that's because the game, and that's a different conversation. But I think the NBA needs to adjust some of the things they're doing as far as the game. They got to get guys to play harder. They got to get away from the analytics. They got to make the game a little bit more physical, a little bit more rim friendly. Meaning, got to get guys going to the rim and stop shooting threes. People watch
Oh
the
no,
NBA.
man!
We fell
Watching
in
the
love. You
Celtics
fell in love with
crash out on
basketball
folks
because
is
Michael
crazy.
Jordan, because he's going to the rim. That's the most exciting part of the game, not the three. The exciting part of the game is when you see somebody go in the air. That's exciting. This, man, everybody coming down, just rocking, everybody sleeping, full up.
I don't know,
That's not
man. I
entertaining.
watch the Celtics and I can't. I just be like, damn, that's crazy. They keep making these.
Yeah,
It's crazy to
but I
me.
get. Hey, look, cool. Which one did you watch better? Did you watch Michael Jordan with more excitement, or did you watch them with more
Well,
excitement?
I was
Yeah, I
6,
think it's a
so
combination. I think it's a
Kobe
combination of two
Bryant.
things.
Kobe Bryant.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, though. When I think about
Vince
Kobe
Carter.
Bryant going crazy, I think about Kobe going crazy with it's not just him just dunking on people.
But
It's just
it's the
the
element
overall game
of that.
itself.
It's Vince Carter. It's Tracy McGrady. Those guys get to the rim. The game is played in the air, and it's a beautiful sport when it's in the air.
Bro, you got to think about it though. Like most of the watching public can't dunk, so they want to watch something that can probably relate to a little more too.
But that's what pushed the viewership because we looked at those guys like man, I can't do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't make threes like
You
making threes right now. You know what I mean?
But you go to 24 Hour Fitness and shoot threes like you can make
But
those.
see, that's what I'm saying though. I can try to do it.
But
No matter how much I try, I'm never
gonna.
gonna almost dunk again.
You know why the NFL is so popular viewership wise?
Because America is full of people who are crash dummies and enjoy.
No.
short
Because
spurts.
we look at them as gladiators and we look at them as things we'll never be able to do.
Yeah, the crash
Right?
dummies. That's why.
We can go to
No,
24 Hour Fitness.
Let me
There's
some
very little in the
some
NFL that I
perspective.
feel like, besides throw the ball accurately, that I feel like the average person can't do.
Let me offer some perspective. I think there's two reasons why the NBA's ratings are dipping. I do agree with Randall. I think the way that the game is played, you pretty much have a game that's all threes and layups. There's nothing in between. And I think people are getting tired of watching 3-point contests every game.
Shout out to the
The
Rockets.
amount of threes that are going up per game is just it's way too much. I mean, I think the Celtics took 68 threes or some shit like that in some game. That's just absurd. Um, Number two, I think that the NBA needs to regulate more how these teams are doing their local deals. And
Mm.
LA is a great example of that. So if you don't have Spectrum, you can't watch the Lakers.
Yep.
Well, do you know how many people are migrating away from
Well,
cable?
I thought they
How
switched
many?
that. I
No,
thought it was
they
on
did not
Direct
switch that.
TV now.
No,
I think
no,
it
they're
is.
no,
They
but
had to
because
buy it.
Spectrum, they had to buy it.
They
They
had to
bought
buy
it
it.
from Spectrum.
Yeah,
They bought
because I know for the
it from
Dodgers,
Spectrum.
you have no option for the Dodgers.
But they raised the
Absolutely.
price. But they raised the
But
price
for
on them.
the
Okay.
NBA specifically,
Okay.
since we're talking about that viewership, listen, man, the NBA used to be, a situation where you can watch your local team for free. You
KTLA
can watch,
9.
yeah,
Yeah.
KTLA 9. I'm not saying that they need to have it for free, but they need to also understand that a lot of people are cutting the cord.
Hmm.
People are not subscribing to their local cable provider anymore. They're doing YouTube TV. They're doing satellite TV. They're doing a lot of different shit. So it's like doing a lot of different shit. So it's like you can't expect a game to continue to keep growing if you're not going where the viewers are.
Do you feel like the NFL has done a better job of adapting to that?
100%,
Yes.
because the NFL is available everywhere where the NBA is not. I live in Los Angeles County and I can't watch local Laker games.
Yeah.
And this is another thing. I am an NBA season ticket or not a season ticket subscriber, but an NBA
League Pass.
league pass subscriber, right?
Hmm. And you can't watch Laker
Even
games.
with the league pass, I
Can't watch
can't
Laker games.
watch Laker
I can't
games.
watch Clipper
How the
games either. We here, baby. Let's go.
yeah,
Let's get
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Same
but
game.
but then if I go bootleg it, I'm wrong. It's,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
it's like, how the fuck are you blocking me from watching my own region's team, and I bought League Pass, and you're still
Hmm.
saying nah? If you don't subscribe to Spectrum, fuck you.
You
Yep.
know what? I believe the NFL kind of does the same thing with Sunday Ticket. I,
I don't know.
I feel like 'cause I feel like I tried to back when the Raiders would be out here. If I tried to use Sunday Ticket for that, they would tell me no.
It might
But
have been.
I
But you
understand.
but the
I
NFL,
feel
you get
exactly
your
where you're
local
coming
you
from.
get your local game in NFL.
I
Yeah.
don't watch don't make me start cussing about. I watch the Chargers. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But
Like,
it's a
like
local
I want to
market though.
watch these games. I do. I think that the NFL has done a better job of hitting up the primes. I know that the NBA did a few playoff games on Max, I believe, which was smart. MLB did the same thing. They need to start manipulating the streaming services more, for sure. I think the NFL has done a better job of
100%.
that
Yeah,
because I
100%.
mean you can't because odds are on the NFL you can't watch Monday Night Football without having ESPN. You know
But
what I mean?
No.
And but those ratings aren't dropping. You dig what I'm saying?
but more important than anything, these guys got to play hard. They don't play hard in the NBA right now.
I don't think that's the case.
So they don't play hard.
I think they play hard. I think
play.
it's just
Look,
not
Cam,
the hard that we
Cam,
used to
I'm
watch.
gonna look. I'm gonna send you some links, and you're gonna see these guys play harder at UCLA.
No,
Hold on, listen.
no.
These guys playing harder at UCLA during the first quarter of
If
NBA
that was
game.
the case, then Ben Simmons would be hitting threes right now.
That's not
Watch
no
these clips, okay?
because I'm not talking about the workouts. I'm talking about the open runs at
I know
UCLA.
what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're
They
talking
work
about.
harder at that than they do in the first quarter of an NBA game. The first quarter NBA game, they's out there trying to get loose, and it's like, did you stretch in the back? did you
To me, the
Did you get
ultimate
warm in
issue
the
with
back?
the NBA is the average person hates the 81 game model. You want to talk about the biggest difference between the NFL and the NBA? It's the parity of the NFL. There's only 18 opportunities to see your team play. The NBA, there's 81 games, and there's big lulls in the beginning, and there's big lulls in the tail,
The
about the
guys got
third quarter of the season.
the thing about the NFL though is in those 18 games, those guys are playing hard.
They're not.
These guys
The
are
the actual product of the NFL is actually not that good 75% of the time.
I disagree because you can't
No, I guarantee that.
because when you play in a contact sport, the moment you don't play hard, it's the moment you get hurt.
It's not about playing hard. It's about playing well.
The moment you don't
It
play hard in the
it
NFL,
doesn't matter if you
get
play
hurt.
hard if you don't play well. If you're not actually playing
No. But
good
I read,
product.
but we have teams that don't play well and don't play hard either.
But my
in NBA.
point is
You can't
that
have double.
product.
You can't have them both.
If I'm watching a game and I'm like, this game is actually boring and not good, the quarterback can't make the right reads. They're dropping everything. It's just a bunch of flags. I don't want to watch that. And that's usually the first 4 games and first 4 weeks of the NFL
There's a
season.
reason because they've done studies in this NBA, and there's a reason why Adam Silver keeps addressing the players when it comes to things like the All-Star game and their level of play and how hard they're playing. He's telling the messages, and I'm pretty sure behind closed doors, hey guys, you guys are making all this money. We're not playing hard as we used to.
Stern wouldn't have
One-
that shit. James Stern would have cooked these niggas.
Like, you don't play hard, you don't get a contract. Like, it's to the point where the money's so big, they feel like they can coast. They got to play harder.
But that's what I'm saying. If the season was shorter, you wouldn't have that issue.
Yeah, but
You talk about people
also
playing hard, they're gonna
the
play
style-
hard, even if
They're
they're
not
not
going to
playing
short
well.
the style
So that's
the style of
100% they're
play,
not.
the style of play makes it seem like they're not playing hard too.
yes.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
it's not hard to run from 3-point line to 3-point line, and also it's not hard to jack up threes. It's not. Like back in the day, because of how physical the game was, it appeared that they were playing harder because they're
Yeah,
getting beat up if you go through the lane,
yeah.
because you're getting hand checked, because you're getting
Mhm.
pushed around. Now there's so much freedom in the offensive side of the game that it makes it seem like no one's playing hard. But they are, man. I
Yeah,
think most of these guys hustle and they go hard, but I mean, at the
it's
end
the
of the
They
day, the game just
style of
does
they
not
play.
remind
require,
me.
yeah, it
They
doesn't
remind me
require what
of.
it used to.
They remind me of when I was still in some type of shape, and I got about 27. And my shout out to Cam. I think Cam came up flashed on here. Cam Murray. One day I went into the gym and I was like, Cam, you playing defense today? He was like, nah. I said, cool, I'm guarding you. And we yelled out to the gym. We going volleyball line to volleyball line, and that's what these guys are doing. They're going.
Yeah, that's what they play.
They're not playing 90 feet anymore.
No,
They're not playing 90. You got to play 90 and excite people, man. Dunks are way more exciting than threes.
I just think physicality needs to
And
come back.
I'll take and want to know how I know? Want to know how I know, Cam? Because the dunk contest has always been more popular than 3-point contests.
Not no more.
Not
Not
lately. No,
anymore.
it's
But
not. Not
that's
lately.
but it's not anymore because these guys don't want to go out there and do it.
Let me tell you something
You
right
put
now. When
if you
Steph
put
says I'm
the
doing a
best
3-point
dunker,
contest, it don't matter right now who's
if
in the
you
dunk
put the
contest.
best
Yeah,
dunkers
but
in
you know that's the problem though. They would
if you put the
be if we
best
got the
dunkers,
dunk contest
yeah,
that we wanted.
Who?
Like
Who? I'm just saying, like,
why
who right
didn't
I
now do you want to?
want to see
didn't
Zion.
yeah,
I want
y'all
to see
want
Zion.
to see Zion?
I
I
want
I
to
want
want
to
see
to
see
see
Zion
Zion.
leave Mariah Mills alone. I can't even get him to do that. You want me to see him in a dunk
I
contest?
want to see
nah, but
Jalen
Pete,
Green. I want to see
nah, but
Jalen Green up there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I want to see
Pete,
them.
there's so many missed opportunities. Why didn't we get a Zion John Morant dunk contest? Why didn't that happen?
You know
That
what?
would have been huge for
Here's my
the
thing about
team.
the dunk contest that I think we kind of got to factor into is are these guys creative enough to come up with a new dunk?
Nigga,
You
I seen these niggas in games,
No,
bro.
I'm not.
yeah.
No, there's a difference between a great in-game dunker and a dunk contest,
I
though.
mean, I
Because a
seen Zion do
contest is
things
about
in high school.
creativity.
I seen Zion do things in high school that would have been dunk contest worthy in the pros.
I think we need less creativity and more execution. I don't think we need to come up with these crazy dunks because we look crazy
But
when they're doing it.
like the problem is even the and this is the other part of the problem with the NBA is the old guard crapping all over what's going on now. You got D Wade giving costing Aaron Gordon dunk contests.
Well,
People
but
just with
that
these.
yeah,
Well, we've
and they
seen
got to
this
agree with that.
before.
They got to
This
agree
has
with
been
that. But
done before.
but if
It don't matter. This
but
is difficult.
but if
Like
you see
break them
Zion,
that
but
way.
if you see Zion take a foot inside of the free throw line and windmill this
Yeah,
bitch
it's gonna
into a
look
turn and
different.
go, you're gonna be like, fuck the
Ooh.
creativity. That's the most athletic thing I've seen all year.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
yeah.
his feet and knees will be allow him
You
to do
know
that
what?
right
That's
now.
No,
crazy.
no,
I
no.
don't know if his
I'm
feet
not
and
saying
knees
right now.
will do that
I'm
right now.
saying I'm saying when him and John Moran first came in the
We should have
league,
got
Ja can
that
still
should
do
have
it.
been we get
Ja
Jock
can
could
still do
absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Why is Anthony Edwards not been in the dunk contest?
I
Like
don't think he has the
that's
creativity to do it.
shit,
I think
nigga. I
ultimately, because
disagree.
you can even hear the
Shit.
crowds how muted they are when you see a dunk and you go ooh, and the crowd's muted because it's not something they've never quote unquote seen before, and it's not fair to the dunkers. I don't think it's fair to them because what they're doing is not easy in
look.
any way, shape, or form.
These guys are more athletic than the guys before them.
It's not about
Wait.
athleticism. It's
Yeah.
how creative can
You
you
don't have to
be in your head
you
with
don't
I
have to
want
be
to do this
creative
dunk.
if you execute the dunks in a way that spectacular way.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like I think the dunks are great. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying that you listen to their reactions in the crowd. They don't even know how to react to some of these dunks sometimes. They feel like, oh, I've seen that. That doesn't look that
Yeah,
crazy to
yeah.
me. And then you got the judges over here,
That
6.7, 7.5. They're acting like it's nothing crazy too. So what's the
Niggas
crowd
jump
supposed to think?
from the free throw line and get a
Yeah.
five.
but you
Like,
but you
what
but you but you
are
also
you
look
allowed to do?
you're also looking at this from a very LA standpoint, and LA crowds are no matter what they're very no I'm saying they're very chill crowds. They don't get excited about a whole lot.
100%.
LA don't get excited about a whole lot. But if you take this to Memphis, you take this to Chicago where they
Bruh.
breathe
Do you
basketball.
remember how long it took them to react to Vince putting his arm in the
That's
ring?
because they didn't
That
know
was
what he
in
did. No,
2000.
that's because they didn't know what he did.
They
They
didn't
didn't
know
know
what he
what
It
he
took
did.
did.
like
They didn't know what he
5
did.
seconds, but that's what I'm saying.
But it
So we
wasn't.
have
Took
It,
now.
me
it
a couple
wasn't. It
minutes,
wasn't.
and
It
I'm a
wasn't.
hooper.
It was.
I
It
was
wasn't
like,
fast. It
yo,
was like,
And I was
cause
like,
you saw Stack do
oh.
this. Like,
yo,
did he
I
do
was
what I
like,
think he did?
what? But see, there's very few in the last contest that was like that was that first joint with Aaron Gordon and
And
But
and
you,
Zach.
Zach
That was
Levine.
the
you can
last
get.
time that I was like,
But
yo, what am I
you
watching?
have guys that can get. You can get that product, but they don't jump into it anymore. That's why.
Because of how big of an actual market they are. It's just a bigger. You're
I
more of a a social media target if you go
I'll
out
be
there and you
honest.
mess up your first couple
Cam. I
dunks.
think you giving everybody a pass. I just think these niggas, they just don't. They're scared to. They're scared to lose. They're
They're
scared.
thinking about their pockets because they're thinking about their pockets. If it was just we just going to go out and have a
You
dunk
don't.
contest,
You
they
don't.
could.
Your pockets don't go short because you lose a dunk contest. Your pockets go
You're
short
you're think
because
you're for
you probably you
you're
didn't
that's the
win one.
generational difference for you because you're not thinking about how social media affects these new little kids running around and how they act.
Look,
We
man.
just talked basketball. Its biggest where social media. Basketball, NBA runs social
Yeah,
media.
yeah, but it's still a competitive thing. They
One
don't do it.
hundred
They don't do.
percent.
They don't do it. They don't do it because they're scared. They're scared of the social media. They're just scared to lose on social
But what
media.
do they gain by winning a dunk contest?
I mean, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars.
They
They're
already do, but what do they
hold
gain by winning a dunk
hold on,
contest?
because you're missing the point of the All Star Weekend. The All Star Weekend is not about them. It's about us.
Once again,
It's
once
an
again though,
appreciation for us for
once
paying these
again,
outrageous
you're
prices
missing
to
the
win
point now.
it.
What do they gain by winning the dunk
They
contest?
gain, but they gain,
Or
they
they do
gain
get
it.
a check.
They get it, and it's not.
It goes to a charity though, right?
Look.
No,
When
it don't. They get no. A check goes to a charity, and they get a check.
What they get like a couple $100,000 maybe something like that, right?
I don't
Somewhere
even.
around there.
I
I
don't.
mean, let's not act like that's light.
It's to them, some of them,
Look,
it's a little
but
light for
that's
Shit.
some of them.
but that.
Hey, any cat on a rookie deal. That's why I said
Yeah,
we missed the Ja Morant and Zion one
Should be
because
doing
any
it.
yeah,
cat on a rookie deal, $200,000 is a
it's a
lot of
lot.
money. Like,
That's a lot of money. No,
yeah,
it's
it's
on
a
a
lot
rookie
of
deal
bread,
for
bro.
sure.
Like,
Yeah,
on a
These
rookie
guys are
deal,
scared to compete, bro.
yeah,
That's
that's
all it is. They don't want to lose on
it.
social media.
I would love it for that to be the case, but now social media is such a big part of what all these athletes is doing. But we just had a topic about LeBron not being on social media. It's a big deal
It
when
is,
this things happen.
but it's a big deal because he's one. This is his generation of player who don't want to compete.
Yeah, but let's be real, man.
What do
Braun
they
ducked that shit
gain
before
from
social
winning
media.
a dunk contest?
Huh?
Braun
What do
ducked,
they gain?
But
Braun ducked that
again,
shit before
it's not
social
about
media.
True,
what they gain. They're giving back to the fans who
because
pay
Braun wouldn't have been a
their
good contest
crazy
dunker either.
salaries.
Bro, once again, you're not answering what they get out of this. You are asking what you get out of it
No,
as a viewer.
you're not understanding. The All Star Weekend is part of the reason people pay these outrageous salaries they pay. It's
A fact.
appreciation for the fans.
If the All-Star weekend itself has been blah for 20 years, what makes you
But
think
it hasn't
that
been
all of
blocked
a sudden
for
this
20
new
years.
kid
It hasn't been
who
blocked for
I
20
don't
who
years.
think it's
came
been
in with
It
his
blocked for
hasn't
blah
been
for
20
blocked
10
for 20
years.
years. It has not been blocked for 20 years. It's
I'm
been blocked. It's been
exaggerating,
blocked for
people.
about 8 years.
It's been
For
it's
about
about how
8
long?
years.
It's
About
like
8
10.
years now.
It's been like 10 All-Star weekend.
The
Overall, like either
2014,
the game, either something
bro.
hits or something misses.
Kobe
It's never
Bryant
a
played in
consistent All-Star
2014.
weekend.
That All Star game went blind in 2014. Kobe
All
Bryant
I'm
played in
saying is
2014.
one
What are
element
we
is missing.
talking
There's
about
something
here?
you don't care about in the All-Star weekend. One or the other. And even then, it wasn't all the way through the whole game. It's always like in the fourth quarter they turn up.
No.
That's what I
I
became
don't
used to
want
in
them.
basketball.
Look. I don't want them competing like they're going for a championship on an All Star game. But I do want them to. I want them to
You
play.
want them to care.
I want them to go out there and perform like they're at Rucker Park.
Yeah.
That's
No, I would
all
love.
I
I'm not
care. I
saying that
want
they
you to go out there and
shouldn't.
actually show your skills
I'm
and not get out the
saying,
way.
what do you think they gain from doing the dunk contest? Because the game is different than these contests.
Charles said they get. He said the downsides they get hurt. They got hell of
Yeah.
insurance. They got hell of insurance for that, bro. And you can get hurt walking.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is his answer when it's like, well, what if they get hurt? Rub some dirt on it, nigga. I bet you want them to go out there and go crazy for you.
Yeah. You risk your body to play
That's
the
what I'm
sport.
saying.
You risk your body.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't.
Hold on. Ultimately, they
Damn.
were there for their legacy.
Kim, stop putting nigga for Jaylen Brown's contest. For Jaylen Brown's contract, you would jump in front of a bus, nigga.
The problem is he's not
here?
contractually obligated to do it. We're acting like they're like, oh, well, now that you got this contract, now you got to go be in a dunk contest or something. They want you to get that deal to go win a championship. That's all that matters to them.
These new niggas ain't shit. That's what it is.
No, stop it.
That's what it is.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm joking.
Because you ain't never heard of a nigga said, hey, he didn't win a ring, but he won that dunk contest. Don't remember
Shit.
that?
I told you.
You ain't never said that in your life.
Niggas like Harold Miner made a name off that shit.
Carter didn't win it.
What we do in rap is make fun of Harold Miner in bars and say how you not Jordan. That's all we do.
Hey, niggas don't make fun of Vince Carter.
Two names. Vince Carter and Dominique Wilkins. What are you talking about here?
Yeah, they made
What are
names
you
off of dunk
talking about?
contest. So yeah.
No, Dominique Wilkins made a name because he was a multiple-time All-Star who would dunk on niggas' heads in
Yo,
games, not just because he was losing dunk contests to Mike.
If
Okay,
you Google right now Dominique Wilkins, the first thing's gonna come up with him in dunk contest.
no, it is not. It's gonna be him dunking on niggas in games. That's what it's gonna come up first. It's
The
him
first
dunking on niggas in games
he
because
made
he was
this.
banging on Pauls. All these
No,
niggas
I'm not.
in
No,
game.
I'm not
That's what
saying he wasn't a great dunk. I'm not saying he
he
wasn't
was
a great
a great
dunker in game.
offensive player in
Yes,
general. I don't
I
want to
agree.
sell him short as just a
I
dunker.
agree with that. But what I'm
Dude
saying
was a
is,
monster,
what I'm saying
just
is,
like Vince.
he was a really good player, but he's legendary because of the dunk contest.
See, I disagree with you. He's legendary to me because he could just
He
dunk
won't.
in general.
Hey, I
I
guarantee
don't
he won't.
like.
I guarantee he won't. He
Is
won't.
Nate
Dominic like it.
Robinson
I guarantee
is Nate
Dominic won't.
Robinson
I
legendary to you?
guarantee.
Is Nate
Dominic
Robinson
like
Huh?
it dunk
legendary to you?
contest.
Nate
Is Nate Robinson legendary to you?
Robinson is legend. His dunk contest work. Hell
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
You niggas
Came
get
with
on my
Dwight Howard
motherfucking
before
nerves.
that Lakers championship.
It took 45 attempts to do that dunk that he beat the White
Vince
win
Carter.
that
That
contest.
nigga's
Vince Carter
Are you
is.
shorter than
serious?
Hold on, hold
you.
on.
That
Vince
nigga's
Carter
shorter
is
than
legendary
you.
because of what? Vince Carter's
What is
legendary
Vince Carter
because of what?
legendary for? Because he beat Toronto alive, bro.
And
What are you
watch
talking about?
this. Watch this. Hey, watch this. Hey, try.
That
Watch
was
this.
Drake.
No. Watch this. Try. Hey, try. Watch this. Try. Hey. That's. Hey. Come on. Hey. Relax. He's a boxing legend. Relax.
No, he's not. No, he's not a
Relax.
boxing legend.
Relax.
Hey, yo, he was the start of a whole problem.
Terrible.
Look, Cam. I'll give you an example. You said Vince because his play, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's legendary because play. Okay, give me 3 dunks in games that you can remember that Vince Carter did, and then watch
The
this.
Mutombo dunk, the
What
Alonzo
Mutombo dunk?
Mourning
Where was it at?
dunk.
Was it at home or away?
It was at home.
Okay, which side was he on? Floor.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay.
Tell
All
me
right,
what
go
side
ahead,
of
go
the
ahead.
court he was on in the dunk
Hey,
contest. What are we talking
Give
about?
me your 3 dunks. Give me your 3 dunks.
His dunk, like I said, the dunk that he had against Alonzo, the dunk that he had against Mutombo, and he had a breakaway against the Clippers when he was on the Nets that was stupid.
First
And he would
of all,
remember that because this nigga's the Clipper fan.
first of all, all those dunks you just mentioned it is the greatest dunk. It's the one where he jumped over the 7'2" guy in the Olympics. But that's neither here nor
Hey,
there.
that's another
But now
great
watch this.
example. I was just
Now,
going off
hold on.
the NBA dunks.
You think those 3 dunks are better than him putting his arm on the rim? Are better than him?
Frederick White's dunk is 100% better than anything he did in the dunk contest. He took
Shit.
that off a bounce, off of steal,
My
one bounce
man-
up over
My
the
man
7-footer.
took the bounce from Tracy
And almost
Grady,
punched
windmilled
Kevin
that
Garnett in the
bitch in
face.
360 and did like this, and then pointed to the sky like this, and then let you know he was a Q by doing this. That was
No,
remember
sorry.
the whole routine.
Sorry, no. Are you talking about what's more incredible to see him jumping over Weiss on this steal catch over him dunk? No, that was ridiculous.
Vince Carter
That
will
was
tell you
insane.
the dunk context makes him legendary. His play makes him a Hall of Famer. He becomes
Did
a
they, when they
legend because of the dunk
retired his
contest.
jersey with the Nets, did they put it on the back of it, dunk contest
That's
champion Vince Carter?
He's a Hall
That's
of
what they put?
Famer because of that. But he's a legend. You will remember. We will talk about Vince Carter for the next 50 years because of dunk
If
contest.
That 2000 dunk contest.
If
Because of the
Vince
dunk
Carter
contest.
had Jason Richardson's career, he's not getting his jersey retired. He's not remembered to that degree.
But you will remember that forever. There's Hall of Fame. There's guys in the Raptors. Hold on. There's
I can't
guys.
even tell you who else was in the
There's
Jason
guys.
Richardson contest.
There's guys in the Raptors, the Miami
Like,
Heat,
what are
but
we
you don't know who they are.
talking about, dog?
There's guys in the Raptors for the
Go
Celtics,
ask a
but
random
you know
person
they
who
are.
came in second in Vince Carter's dunk contest.
I give you this. There's
Who
guys.
came in third? I know, but I'm a sicko.
But this is the difference. Here's the difference. You know who Jason Richardson is. There's guys.
Because I'm a sicko.
No. Hear me out. There's guys that's in the Staples Center hanging with their number up that play for the Minneapolis Lakers that you don't know their fucking name.
Because the people who watch them are dead, nigga. That's a difference.
But those highlights for Jason Richardson will live forever.
You think a 12-year-old kid knows who Jason Richardson is?
No,
right?
but if I showed him a highlight, he'll be like, "Who is this?" I guarantee you, he'll go, "Who is that?"
And that's a part of the problem, by the way. The blank was a problem compilations is also a part of the problem.
I can't show you the guy from Minneapolis Lakers and show it to 12-year-olds. He goes like, "Who's that?" He goes like,
You want to know why? They got
He goes
footage
like,
of
"Oh
that.
my god!"
They ain't got footage of George Mikan running around with my glasses on. They ain't got no footage of that shit. It's a different
Crazy.
game, bro. If Bob Cousy dribbled between his legs, they'd have lost their goddamn mind when he was playing. It's a different sport at that point. You
He
can't
did.
do that. It's
He did.
times. It's eras.
He did all that.
Fellas, I gotta sign off because I gotta go hoop in my old man league
All right,
right now.
man. Hey, man.
Get out of here, bro. Go dunk on somebody,
So
dude.
it's been worse take, man. Peace.